Hello everyone, I am Christy Lombois. Welcome to ILF Media. In this episode, Amani Cibambo, managing partner of Amani Law Firm, shares his insights on the evolving legal and business landscape in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Drawing on his deep expertise in mining law, corporate law, and cross-border investment, he discusses the challenges and opportunities for companies operating in the DRC, as well as the principle that guides his firm's work. Good morning, Amani Cibambo.
Good morning, Christy.
Welcome to our interview.
Thank you.
So, one of the key questions is, what are the biggest legal challenges companies face when operating in the DRC?
Well, operating the DRC requires navigating a legal framework that is both detailed and continuously evolving. In sectors such as mining, energy, and infrastructures, companies often encounter complex licensing procedures, overlapping institutional mandates, and periodic change to fiscal or regulatory provisions. For example, amendments to the mining code or the introduction of new tax measures can have a direct and significant impact on project viability. In addition, the growing emphasis on supply chain transparency, particularly in strategic minerals such as cobalt, means that businesses must pay closer attention to traceability and responsible sourcing requirements. Addressing these challenges effectively calls for a clear legal strategy from the outset, as well as a well-prepared approach to dispute resolution should disagreements arise with regulators and contracting partners.
So, another question to consider is, how has the legal landscape in the DRC evolved in recent years, particularly in sectors like mining, telecommunication, or finance?
In recent years, the DRC has introduced reforms aimed at increasing transparency, boosting state participation in key industries, and embedding sustainable development principles into legislation. The mining sectors has been at the forefront of this change, with the 2018 mining code bringing higher royalties, stronger community development obligations, and designation of certain minerals as strategic. Subsequent regulatory measures, such as temporary cobalt export suspension and the separation of artisanal from industrial productions, demonstrate a more assertive state role in managing markets. Telecommunication has seen a gradual modernization of infrastructure regulations, with closer scrutiny of licensing and spectrum management. In finance, the emphasis has shifted towards alignment with international standards, particularly in areas such as anti-money laundering, tax compliance, and cross-border financial flows. Across these sectors, the direction of travel is clear: a more structured and compliance-focused environment that rewards companies able to operate with transparency, adaptability, and long-term commitment.
Okay, as you talk about compliance, tell us, how can businesses ensure it with Congolese labor and environmental laws in large-scale projects?
What you need to know is that compliance is most effective when it is built into project design from the very beginning. On the labor side, this involves ensuring that employment contracts and workplace policies meet the requirements of the labor code, implementing robust safety measures, and investing in local hiring and training. From an environmental perspective, companies must conduct thorough impact assessments before operations begin, secure the relevant permits, and put in place ongoing monitoring system to ensure legal obligations are met throughout the project life cycle. Partnering with a legal team that understands both the statutory requirements and how they are enforced in practice is critical. At Amani Law Firm, we work closely with clients to conduct compliance audits, develop tailored policies, and deliver training that bridges the gap between legal theory and operational reality.
Okay, so in this situation, where do you see the greatest opportunities for growth and innovation in the DRC's legal and business environment?
Okay. The DRC's greatest opportunities lie in sectors where it holds a global advantage or where domestic demand is rising quickly.
Okay.
Mining and mineral processing remain at the forefront, particularly where value can be added locally in cobalt and copper production. The country's vast hydroelectric potential makes renewable energy an area of significant promise, while infrastructure, both in transport and digital connectivity, offers room for large-scale investment and innovation. Agribusiness and food processing are also poised for growth, driven by the country's agricultural capacity and expanding consumer markets. From a legal perspective, there is increasing space for public-private partnership and innovative financing structure to support these developments. Investors who align their project with national development priorities while committing to transparency and sustainability are likely to benefit most from this evolving landscape.
Okay. Finally, let us talk a bit about your firm and you. What makes Amani Law Firm different from other firms operating in the region?
Difficult to talk about ourselves, but Amani Law Firms combines over 10 years of deep local expertise with a global outlook, offering comprehensive legal services across businesses, banking, mining, labor, telecommunications, human rights, and debt collection. Our multidisciplinary team, comprising partners, scientific collaborators, and dedicated support staff, ensures tailored, cost-effective solutions for our clients. As a proud member of IR Global, a leading professional network spanning over 165 jurisdictions, we guide international clients new to the DRC through its complex regulatory environment, providing clear, practical advice on investment structuring, compliance, and risk management aligned with international best practices.
Okay.
When disputes arise, we prioritize efficient and fair resolution methods, including negotiation, mediation, arbitration, or litigation, focused on protecting our clients' rights while preserving commercial relationship and long-term project viability. What truly sets us apart is our balance of rigorous legal analysis reflected in our published work on mining law and governance, with a pragmatic, client-focused approach that supports sustainable success in the DRC's evolving legal and business landscape.
Whoa, that seemed really interesting. So tell us, for the last question, how long have you been in this career?
We have been there for now 20 years.
We hope to see you more on screen to talk about that experience.
It will be a pleasure.
Okay, thank you. That is all for today for this episode. Join us on social media. We are ILF Media. Thank you.